Welcome to the Builders Brewery Absolute Beginners Building session. I'm really glad to see all you guys here. Apologize my voice. I got come down with the flu, so my voice is a little bit out of it this morning. But what I want to do is I want to introduce Tilly Harmony. She is the Dean of Education at Builders Brewery, and I think when you get a copy of the materials for the class today, you'll have a landmark to Builders Brewery, where you could go and see if you're interested to sign up for additional classes. They do building classes every day at all kinds of different times. So I think it's a wonderful opportunity to learn how to do building. So with that, I am going to let Tilly take it away.
Thank you, Marie and Val. Before we get going, can we make sure that everyone is wearing the correct group tag to allow them to build here? Great, thank you all. Okay, let's get started. Welcome, everyone. Greetings and thank you for coming. My name is Tilly and I am the teacher for this session, the session on building for beginners. To introduce myself, I live in the UK and I'm a retired academic. I was for many years a lecturer in mathematics at one of the largest universities in the UK. Nowadays, I enjoy doing online teaching here in SL. I'm the Dean of Education at the Builders Brewery, the leading place in SL for teaching about the skills needed for creation in Second Life. At Builders Brewery, we offer a range of taught classes in SL. You can see our schedule of classes at the link below. All of our classes are open to anyone and are free of charge. Also, at the front left of this classroom, you can see the Builders Brewery calendar of classes. Click on a class to see more information about it. You will find a landmark for the Builders Brewery in your class materials for today if you click on the red box near me. The class is intended for anyone who has little or no experience of building objects in SL. I hope you will both enjoy it and find it useful. Please watch the large display screen behind me, which will show images as we go through the class. At the moment, it displays the Builders Brewery logo. Please click on the red box near me on my left. You will receive some things to use during this class. It also gives you a translator to use it to translate my words into your own language. Wear the translator and click the thing that appears on the left side of your screen. It just gives you a folder in your inventory. The aim of this class is 1, to show you some of the terms and concepts used in building. 2, how to create your own prims. A prim or primitive is the most basic object in SL, usually a geometric shape of some sort. 3, how to alter the shape and size of a prim. 4, how to add a texture to a prim. 5, how to link prims together to form multi-prim objects, in this case, a picture frame. And you can see the picture frame we are going to make just near me. To see the folder, do this. Open your SL inventory. At the top of the inventory window, select the Recent tab. This shows you only items in your inventory when you have received since you logged in. Find the folder called VWEC Picture Frame Class Materials. In that folder, you will see several items which I will describe when we use them. The folder contains VWEC Picture Frame Class Notes. This note card contains my detailed notes for this class. This gives you a full record of everything we do in class. I welcome questions and comments. Please stop me to ask a question at any time by typing question in your chat window. Res A box. Okay, so let's get started. Now, every new object in SL begins life as a simple wooden box. So that is where we begin, by making a new box. Press Ctrl B to open the edit window. On a Mac, use the Ctrl B. After clicking Build or Ctrl B, you will see the edit window open in your viewer. Notice in particular the 5 tabs across its center: General, Object, Features, Texture, Content. The window is probably open on its General tab, and that is fine for now. With the edit window still open, hover your mouse over the ground beside you and left-click the mouse. A new wooden box should be born. Give it a name in, obviously, the name slot in the General tab. Call it Picture Frame. Then close the edit window and admire your new possession. This box is a single prim. So in SL language, it is a one prim object. Most objects in SL consist of several, or even many, prims linked together. We will see in a few minutes how to link prims to make a multi-prim object. The edit window. This box is soon to be your picture frame, but first let's see how to alter size and shape. To alter anything about the box, right-click on it and select Edit. The edit window should reappear. With the edit window open, you can do 3 simple things to your box. You can move it, rotate it, or stretch it. You will see 3 colored arrows on the box as it sits on the ground. These can easily be used to move it around. To move the box, still with the edit window open, left-click and hold one of the arrows and drag it with your mouse in the direction of the arrow. Please do this now. Use the arrow to move your box. Now, still with the edit window open, press and hold the Control button on your keyboard. On a Mac, use the Apple key. The colored arrows change to be colored circles, which may be used to rotate the box. Left-click and hold one of the circles and drag your mouse around the circle. Finally, to stretch the box, still with the edit window open, press and hold the Control and Shift buttons at the same time. You will see several little white colored squares on top of the box. Using your mouse, experiment with dragging these squares to stretch the box in various directions. These 3 tools are, of course, very useful, but for accurate work, we need more exact ways of setting position and size, as we shall see. Size. Let's see how to adjust the size of your object in the Edit window. Select the Object tab. You will see that it contains lots of numbers which describe the size, shape, position, and location of the box. Please feel free to play with all these numbers at another time. You will not break anything if you experiment on a simple box. And we are going to make a picture frame, so let's get started on that. I suggest you create another new box now, which will become your picture frame. But we want our picture frame to be wide and flat, so let's change its size using the Size window. In the Edit window, select the Object tab. Find the Size windows. There are 3 of these labeled X, Y, and Z on the left side of the Object tab. X and Y refer to two horizontal directions, and Z denotes upwards. To alter the size, change the numbers in the three size windows to whatever values you wish. For a picture frame, I suggest X is 1.0, Y 1.0, Z 0.1. The box should be lying flat, not upright. Now, snapped to grid. It is sometimes useful to have an easy way to exactly place an object on the second life grid. To do this, we snap to grid like this. And a little bit of delicate finger control is coming up. In the edit window at the top right, fill the box named Snap. Edit your box and use the blue arrow to raise the box slowly upwards. As you do so, you will see a scale of numbers appear in white beside the box. The numbers show the height of the box above ground level. Keeping your mouse button pressed, slide your mouse away from the blue arrow and onto the white scale. Now as you move up and down the white scale, watch your box snap from one height to the next height. Notice that the mouse cursor starts on the blue arrow, but moves away from it onto the white scale of numbers. Yes, I know it feels odd at first. This does need a bit of finger skill, so you may not get it right the first time. Position your box at an exact whole number of meters and close the edit window. Remember to tell me when you are ready or if you need help. Now let's make the display object, which will display a picture in your frame. We need a second object at almost the same position and with nearly the same size and shape as the present one. To make this, we start by making a copy of the present object, like this. Again, more delicate finger work coming. Right-click and edit to get the edit window if you don't still have it. Press and hold the Shift button on your keyboard, and at the same time use the blue colored arrow to drag it upwards until you see a new copy of it appear. Drag it far enough up so that you can still see and work on the lower box. I suggest you again snap to grid and place it 1 meter above the frame. Again, it needs to be a bit of finger skill if you have not done this before, but you will see that you create a new copy immediately above the original. Next, we want to make the frame, the lower box, open in the middle so that there is space for a photo to be displayed, like this. Right-click and edit the frame, your lower box. In the Object tab, find the window called Hollow, halfway down on the right. Change its value to 85.0 and watch how the middle of your box opens up. To give the frame a suitable appearance, open the edit window for the frame, the lower object, and this time choose the Texture tab. In the Texture tab, select the sub-tab called Bling Fong. In the Bling Fong sub-tab, left-click on the square labeled Diffuse. When you have done so, a new window appears which shows all the textures and pictures available in your inventory. Using this new window, locate the class Materials folder and find the brown wood texture. Click OK, and you will see the chosen texture appear all over your frame. Now, to make the top of the frame look like a picture frame, we apply a texture to only the top surface of the frame, like this. Close the edit window. In your inventory, find the folder containing the class materials and select the texture called Frame Surround. With your mouse, drag and drop the texture onto the top surface of the frame, the lower box. Take care not to drop it onto the side of the frame. In your texture window, you need to be sure that the scale and offset values at the bottom of the window are all set to 0. We need the display, the upper of your two boxes, to be slightly smaller so that it can fit inside the frame. To make it smaller, resize it just like you did earlier. Right-click and edit the display on your upper box. Select the Object tab. In the size windows, adjust the X size from 1.0 to 0.85. Also adjust the Y size from 1.0 to 0.85 and adjust the Z size from 0.1 to 0.01 and close the edit window. Add a photo. Now we want to put a photo onto the display object, the upper box. You can use either the photo in the class materials, or you can upload an image from your own computer. To upload your own photo, you don't need to do this, by the way. Here is how you would do it. To upload an image, do it like this. Use the top toolbar, select Build, Upload, Image, or press Ctrl-U. Note that your top toolbar may look different from mine as in the image on the screen. Please just find the button for Build. In the window that opens, select your desired image to be uploaded and press Open. In the Upload window, press Upload and pay the $10 Linden fee. You will now find your image in your inventory in the Textures folder. And here's what you should do now to put photo onto the picture frame. To put an image into the picture frame, close the edit window. In your inventory, either find the folder containing the class materials and select the texture called Photo, or find the Textures folder and select the image you have uploaded. With your mouse, drag and drop this texture onto the top surface of the display, the upper box. You may like to make the photo brighter by using Full Bright on the Texture tab, left middle. Link the objects. We are almost finished, just 2 steps to go. We need to reposition the display so that it lies on the frame. So get the edit window again for the display, the upper object. And using the blue downward arrow, do a snap to grid so that it snaps to the same height as the frame itself. Remember the instructions for snap to grid earlier. In the edit menu, at the top right, fill the box name Snap, edit your box, and use the blue arrow to raise the box slowly upwards. As you do so, you will see a scale of numbers appear in the white beside the box. The numbers show the height of the box above ground level. Keeping your mouse button pressed, slide your mouse away from the blue arrow and onto the white scale. Now as you move up and down the white scale, watch your box snap from one height to the next. Finally, we will link the two prims to be a single two prim object. By doing so, we can move the whole thing as a single item, and we can take it into our inventory and later re-res it as a single item. To link the prims, first select the frame, right-click and edit. Notice that its outline becomes yellow when it is selected. While it is selected, its edit window being open still, hold the Shift key down and left-click on the display. You should now see both prims with yellow outlines, indicating that both are selected. You can check that you really have selected both of them by noticing two objects selected in the edit window. To link the selected prims together, click on the Link button on the upper left of the edit window, and your job is done. Again, this needs some skillful finger coordination if you haven't done it before. Before you take it back into your inventory, check that you have permissions on it. You are the creator of this new object, so you have the power to set the permissions for anyone you may choose to give it to. Permission means the permission to modify or to copy or to transfer the object. To do this, open the edit window again, and on the General tab near the bottom, you may see Next Owner Can. Using the tick boxes, you can allow the person you give it to modify or to copy or to transfer it to another person. Also, remember to rename the object before it disappears into your inventory. Go to the General tab and type a name in the name box if you have not done so already. When you are happy with it, you can take it back to your inventory for safekeeping. Right-click, take, and take. And we are done. Please do experiment with making things. Don't worry, you will not break anything. There are lots of fun buttons and tools in the edit window for you to play with. I will be here to teach a second class in 4 weeks' time when we will make a reser, a really useful tool for storing several objects and resing them in their correct positions. And that's all from me for today, girls and boys.
And also, I just want to mention again that you can always go find classes at Builders Brewery in between now and the one in 1 month, and you know, learn how to do lots more stuff. But thank you, Tilly, for a great class.
As Diana has discovered, you can put a script in an object using the new script button. I would love to teach you all how to write scripts, but that's not today's lesson. Thank you, Tilly. Thank you, students. Great job. You really did a fantastic job with your very first lesson.